AMG is a name synonymous with V8s, customization and Mercedes-Benz, of course. Everyone knows an AMG version of a Mercedes-Benz is a cut above in terms of looks and performance. So how does Mercedes enter the electric age and inject all these famous qualities into their new AMG Mercedes? Let's have a look at the new Mercedes EQE SUV AMG and find out. Hi, I'm Roscoe, this is Amazing EV News, and we're coming to you from Sydney, Australia. The Mercedes EQE SUV has just been released here in Australia in Mercedes form and in AMG form as well, despite being out in Europe for over a year now. The EQE SUV is the electric SUV version of the EQE sedan. Don't get me started on the slightly confusing naming just at the moment, we'll get to that a bit later on. It's the 8th pure EV passenger vehicle from Mercedes to be released here in Australia, so we have plenty of choice from Mercedes and everybody else now. But the big question remains, how does Mercedes translate its AMG brand into its EV range of electric vehicles? I must admit, I'm a bit cynical. After all, AMG was built on a history of racing, starting over 50 years ago with two Mercedes engineers, Alfresh, that's the A, and Melcher, that's the M, stranded after Mercedes-Benz discontinued motorsport. There are only two guys in AMG, the A and the M, not three. The G was from Alfresh's birthplace, Groschenspa. So Alfresh, Melcher, Groschenspa. Let's just check that pronunciation again.
Alfresh, Melcher, Groschenspa is commonly known as AMG.
Their reputation was cemented with their famous victory in 1971 at the 24 Hours of Spa. The invincible AMG Mercedes 300 SEL 6.8 caused a sensation, finishing second overall and first in its class. Their racing performance on the track evolved into something on the road, a new thing called customization. In 1986, AMG created what became to be known as the Hammer, putting a 5-litre V8 engine into an E-Class coupe. The Mercedes company couldn't resist any longer. In 1990, a cooperation agreement was formed. The product could now be offered directly from Mercedes-Benz dealerships. The Mercedes C36 AMG was released in 1993 as the first vehicle to be developed together. Alfresh transferred a majority stake to Mercedes in 1999, then full majority ownership by 2005. So with ideals like one man, one engine, engineering excellence, exciting driving pleasure and ultimate quality, how does Mercedes translate this brand to its EVs? The answer, or perhaps the inspiration for the answer, comes from the man himself, Alfresh, as he reflects on that famous Spa victory.
Teile drin waren, dahinter ein kleiner Hänger, auf dem das Auto war. Ja, so sind wir da angetreten. Der Erfolg spricht für die Mannschaft und vielleicht auch heute noch für AMG. Und ich denke, auch in Zukunft werden die Beispiele, das 6,3 Liter oder der Hammer, ein Beispiel sein, auch für die Elektroautos. Und ich gehe davon aus, dass auch das besondere Autos sein werden, die da von AMG kommen.
But really, it's now up to the current Mercedes generation to continue that amazing AMG legacy. Let's see how they're doing so far by going onto the Configurator here in Australia, having a look at the new EQE SUV AMG version. Will the price premium match the quality? Let's find out. Let's type in Mercedes-Benz Australia. And we're jumping straight in now. We've gone straight into the new Mercedes AMG EQE 53 4MATIC. Let's just go back quickly and show you all the electric models available for Mercedes at the moment. Do a quick run through. And not to say the Mercedes have confused things, but we do have the EQE sedan and the EQS sedan. We also have the EQA SUV, the EQB SUV, the EQC SUV, the new EQE SUV, and the new EQS SUV. So, look, I'm not sure why they doubled up the EQE SUV with the sedan. I think it deserved its own name. To make up the 8 electric passenger vehicles available from Mercedes at the moment, you've got the EQV People Mover as well, which is an really upmarket electric Vito. Let's go back to and focus on our AMG EQE SUV. And before we go back to the AMG SUV version. Let's go back and have a look at what the base price of a standard EQE SUV is. So we're on the main product page for the EQE SUV now. Build and price. The Europeans, as we know, tend to have far more options and colours, packages available than a few other brands that we know. So let's just have a look what you can get away with. Base price $142,027.24. So we don't load that up with any more equipment. Get a single engine 180 kilowatt motor. No range figures for Mercedes-Benz. We get an acceleration figure of 7.6 seconds per 100. A single engine rear wheel drive. There's a dual engine all-wheel drive starting at 152 drive away before we jump to the Mercedes, which we're focusing on 199,777.90. And there's the three options basically. Okay, so we're back to the main configurator for the AMG EQE SUV 53 4MATIC Plus is what the full name is. We'll do a quick spin around here. It's stylish. Look, they went through with the first SUVs, that blob style, way back in the day, and they grew out of it, got a bit squared. With the new aero look for the EQs, they've gone back to the blob design. I can only describe it as the blob design. Others have done it better, and it probably didn't need to be quite so round. You can still achieve those high aero performance numbers without being quite so blobbish. AMG with the skirts, the frontal treatment, and the big wheels. Rear treatment looks a lot nicer than the standard version. The big wheels certainly fill out the wheel arches. Not the best looking, and I'm sure it'll be different in future, but here we have it. $199,777.90 drive away for the base model. Let's see how much we can load it up. Before we do that, if we enter the full screen mode, we do get some fantastic outdoor shots, and this is either oh look, we're right in front of a Mercedes dealership, and we look like we're in a nice courtyard in the middle of maybe a German housing estate, or if you know Sydney, maybe it's a suburb of Alexandria. If you know Alexandria in Sydney, you'll know what I'm talking about. But there it is. Let's go back to the vehicle, and it looks good. The running boards, the big wheels, and I'm a fan of those wheels. The fancy chrome treatment, faux exhaust pipes / ventilators, rear vents there. The 1-bar rear tail light. Stylish, and the black infills, no, very little chrome on the sides, and the standard AMG treatment with the front grille and front vents here. That's stylish, and you can go into night view as well, just to top it off, and that's really nice. It looks like a setting sun, the way they've cast the shadows there, all computer generated. Or maybe it's a combination of photos and computer generation, but that's pretty cool. I like that. There's some lovely shots in the twilight there. So nicely done, Mercedes-Benz. Very nicely done. Back to the studio. And we've got night vision in the studio as well. Never ceases to amaze me how much time and energy has gone into some of these configurators, because this is quite incredible. Jumping down, and we've got a combination, without getting too complicated, of model lines exterior add-ons, and model lines interior. So we've got model lines and add-ons, and then we also have various packages and options. So, look, this can get very complicated very quickly. Let's just add everything. A lot of it on the AMG pack is already included. The wheels are slightly different there. AMG body styling comes as standard. You are getting the exterior add-ons. That's privacy glass from the B-pillar. So basically what we're saying is rear window tinting is what that means. Model lines interior included as well. Black roof liner, sports seat, AMG sports seats, Napa leather, AMG this, AMG that, badges, buttons everywhere. Let's jump straight to equipment packages. Premium pack included. I'm not going to go through all the details there. Smartphone integration, hit some headlines there. Stowage between the center console. Ambient lighting, that's included, as it should be. Other packs. AMG Dynamic Plus pack, increased speed limit. Other packs, this is where it starts to get a little bit confusing. It all appears to be the same thing here, and Mercedes-Benz or someone else, let me know if I'm wrong. But $5,691.40 for the AMG Dynamic Plus package, which increases the speed limit. and gives you AMG track pace. So here we go, transforms your vehicle into a virtual race engineer with the aid of lap, sector and acceleration times plus selected live telemetry data. You can specifically analyze and improve your driving skills according off tracks. Completely useless, but let's take it. 5,691 for increased speed and track driving analysis and aids. Add that to our total, we're up to 207,546.72. Let's have a look at the exterior and look at the fun things, the colours. Manufacturer Alpine Grey here, 2,229.70. They do know how to take you on the colours, the Europeans. I'm sorry, it's been a cut above the Americans, the Japanese, and everybody, Chinese, everybody else. They do know how to take you. There it is there, Alpine Grey, and it's really hard to see in that picture. Even the full screen, that colour being worth the premium for $2,229.70. So, look, I love to spend money. We're going to rule it out. It's not going to be my favourite. Obsidian Black Metallic. What do you think of when you think AMG? It's black, of course, black on black. How many Mercedes AMGs leave the factory in black? Well over half, I'd say. So that's got to be my starting point, is going to be a black. Soda Light Blue Metallic. That has that wrap effect look too. Interesting. Not my cup of tea on an AMG. High-tech silver metallic. High-tech silver metallic. Silver and Mercedes. Maybe for a baseline model. I've got my favourite. I'm going to go to Polar White and jump my favourite because I'm going to tell you where we're going to end up. And Polar White's not going to be my choice for an AMG either. Selenite. I hope I've said that right. Selenite Grey Metallic. That's where I'm at. Just on the configurator colour alone, that is a lot of style for me. Bit of blue, bit of grey, and changing in the lights, different shades as you rotate. That's cool. That's AMG with those wheels. And the black trim at night. Yes, that's what we're talking about. That's AMG, that shot there. Look at the way they've done that. I'm impressed. You can hear it in my voice. I love this. That's cool. It looks dark, it looks flat almost again. That's what we're sticking with, Selenite Grey, low, no cost option there. Go on to wheels, you can go to wheels there, wheels here. There is only one option, I understand, for wheels here in Australia, the 55.9 centimetre or 22 inch, 559 millimetre AMG multi-spoke. They are a multi-spoke flash, they're not a wheel cover, you do get full alloys. Included in the costs, we're at $207,546.72. Headlights, again, look, they've changed to the dark night view just to show the headlights. That's cool, isn't it? Look at that. You can take it as read that the digital headlights now, I believe, comprise multiple million pixel elements and controlled for steering this way, that way, up, down. You don't need to keep on changing over to dipping the beam. It's automatic high beam adjustment. Fantastic. You don't need to flick your stalk like your old man used to every 5 seconds driving at night. Annoying as. Take it as read, you're going to get the best automotive lighting possible in the world on this car. But let's jump to the interior. So no cost we're up to. And this is where it gets a lot of fun. And we're going to go quickly into full view here just to see how amazing this is. The 360 vision inside these cars. As good as BMW. BMW did it just as well, but Mercedes have a far more sophisticated exterior landscape here. Again, Alexandria, if you're in Sydney, in a courtyard. The quality of these seats, fantastic. And let's skip to the dashboard. The sunroof there, fantastic. Sky, center console on the ceiling. Now, we're starting to get a look at the dashboard. Big prominent portrait style screen up front. Again, all the information. I don't know what software Mercedes are using. There's a couple of notable buttons on the steering wheel. They look like they're AMG buttons, and I haven't got full details on those, but take it as read, they're going to make you go faster. What we don't like still is all these controls and adjustments, these analog buttons on the doors for door control and seating, for seating control and adjustment. Just seems a bit 90s, 2000s. Once it's done, and I don't mind if those controls are all hidden away like they are in the Tesla. AMG seating, you're going to expect AMG seating. You're going to get some seats that scream AMG. Centre console treatment. There's a wood trim there, boat style. There is a full screen as well. While we're at it, you can have a quick look at night view as well with the ambient lighting. And it's not something I like. Every manufacturer seems to be obsessed with ambient RGB lighting at the moment, and I don't get it. But maybe I'm just showing my age. So 3 great interior choices there. AMG Napa leather black. It's all leather in AMG. There's no faux leather from Mercedes or AMG. That's the one we've been looking at, the black leather and space grey combo. AMG Napa leather Neva and Biscay blue. A bit light for me, probably not my sort of combo on the inside. I'd rather go dark anytime. All no cost options. There's no additional cost for that option. And AMG Napa leather black Barlow brown. I think I've said that correctly. And I can't quite see the subtleties of the brown there. Maybe it's a lighter brown up on the sills there. I'll be going with AMG leather black and space grey. And there it is then. All no cost options. And then we can go into trims. See what options we've got for trims. We've got the anthracite line structure lime wood trim that we were looking at before. That's that boat-like look. We've got an AMG carbon fibre trim element, 1614.80. So let's go with the AMG carbon fibre. We're adding the MBUX hyperscreen and OLED front screen plus the carbon fibre trim, removing, that's a bit strange, because we're only paying for the carbon fibre. So we've added a $1,614 option, but we've managed to add the full screen dashboard package. That's bumped us to $216,785.51. So a bit strange, that anomaly there, but I wanted that screen anyway. But just by adding the carbon fibre, it seems to have added the full dash screen package. We've got carbon fibre, centre consoles. There's our centre consoles in carbon. And interior extras. What else do we have here available? Roof liner in the black fabric or the Neva grey fabric. We're going with the black fabric. Alright, so that wraps up the interior. Upholstery trims, centre consoles. So let's just finish up here with multimedia and safety. See what else they've got to offer us. And there's display and navigation. The AMG Track Pace Pack we already have. And the MBUX Hyperscreen we already have as well. When we selected that carbon fibre trim, we also got the MBUX Hyperscreen. And that's the full navigation screen for the passenger and the driver. OLED front passenger display, MBUX multimedia, fingerprint scanner as well. Interesting. So we already have that. So we've loaded up to $216,785.51. And we also have the MBUX navigation premium pack as well included. Assistance systems, security. We have loaded this thing up with everything we can possibly get. Driver assistance. We have driver assistance pack, sensors, everything you'd expect from a $200,000 car. I'm not going to go through those in details. And everything you get on a number of other cars that are far cheaper these days. Locking systems, keyless entry as you'd expect, vehicle safety. So everything you'd expect and nothing less from an AMG at $216,785. Chassis options. Let's have a quick look and see what they are optioning in terms of chassis. The AMG brakes, of course, red painted brake calipers. It wouldn't be an AMG unless we had red painted AMG brake calipers. So let's wrap this up with our completed configuration. See what we've outlaid. All the terms and conditions. So with dealer delivery in the state of New South Wales, Australia, our drive-away price has jumped to $226,339.60. There we can save and print this, which is great. We can make an inquiry directly with one of the dealers. Also see what cars are available now. They have a propensity to try and sell you something obviously they've already got in stock, which is very similar. All the technical data, the standard equipment, and we'll just quickly run through the summary of pricing. $226,339.60 is drive-away. Vehicle, goods and services tax in Australia's GST, $16,299.8. Luxury car tax we have here in Australia. So luxury car tax, $29,045.64. Stamp duty, $9,860. registration costs, third-party insurance. But there she is, our Mercedes AMG EQE 53 4MATIC Plus SUV on the road. $226,339.60. There you have it. On looks alone, there's no doubt this new Mercedes EQE SUV AMG is a fantastic car. Is it worth the $50,000 premium over the non-AMG model? You'll have to make your own mind up to decide whether the AMG brand on an electric vehicle carries the same prestige as it did over a stonking V8. But if you'd like any help buying this or any other EV, my name's Roscoe, we're AmazingEV, and we help people buy, drive and charge their new or used electric vehicles. You can contact me on Roscoe at amazingev.com.au or amazingev.com.au. Bye for now.